This video will show you how to find and search education databases. So once you've searched for your topic in ClickSearch, you might then want to search for a database that is just specific to education. So to find those on the library website, you want to click on Article Databases. And then on this page, you want to scroll down to Databases by Subject, and you can just select Education. On the next page, you'll see different databases available, so there are 10 of them, and we have some favorites up at the top. Below the favorites, there's even more, so you may find more databases that can help you, but the 3 favorites at the top should be helpful for almost anyone. So I'm going to show you how to use ProQuest Education journals. And just so you know, once you know how to use ProQuest, you'll also know how to use ERIC and Educator's Reference Complete. So in ProQuest, I often tell people, especially advanced education students, to use the advanced search page. So on the advanced search page, you'll see multiple different search boxes, and you can even click Add a Row to add a third box of your own. So what you want to do is put different ideas on different lines. So what I mean by that is, if my topic is about math in elementary classrooms and gender, I'm going to add different keywords in these boxes, but different ideas on different lines. So the first line, I want to add something about math. So I'll probably just add mathematics in the first line. I did say elementary school, so then I'm going to add elementary school or elementary students. Now, when you put or between terms on one line like that, it will search for either of the terms. So this will search for the phrase elementary school or the phrase elementary students. And when I say it searches the phrase, I put them in quotation marks. So putting something in quotation marks will search it as a phrase. Don't put quotation marks around full sentences or just around one single word. They're really there to combine more than one word. And then I'm interested in something about gender, so I might put in just the word gender here in the third search box. So different ideas are on different lines. And then anything that means something similar, put the word or between it. Now I want to scroll down, and I also might want to limit to peer-reviewed journal articles. And then I can also limit to my publication date before I search. So if I choose all dates, I often will do something like selecting after this date and putting in 2010. So after you add your keywords and select what you need to below the search boxes, just click the search button. Your results appear on the next page, and I want to talk to you about finding the full text in this database. So this very first article I know is full text because it says full text and there's a link to the PDF right here. The second article doesn't have that. It has what's called the Find It button. So this first article is full text in this database, but the second one, in order for me to find the full text, I want to click on the Find It button. Now before I click it, I want to say that the Find It button does not guarantee that we have an article. When you click the Find It button, it searches every database we have to see if we have the full text. But it may also tell you that we do not have the full text. If it tells you we do not have it, then what you can do is place an interlibrary loan request for it, which means we'll get it from another institution and have it sent here for you to use. It doesn't cost you anything. So when you click the Find It button, it goes back into ClickSearch and it searches to see if we have this item. So what I want to do is scroll down, and I'm going to look under this section where it says physical copies, and it tells me my search did not match any resource. So this means we do not have this item. So what I'd want to do to get access to it is click Sign In, and I'd sign in with Gateway, and then I would click the link that would allow me to request it through Interlibrary Loan. Interlibrary Loan can take anywhere from a couple days to a week to receive, so make sure to do your research ahead of time. So that second one we do not have, but this first one we do. So I'm going to click on the title of the first one. And when I click the title, it brings me to the abstract page where I can read more about it. So I can see a description of the article, and then I can even scroll down, and here I can see the full text is here. Or also I noticed that there is a download PDF link, which will show me the full text as a PDF. And then to go back to your results, you can just click back to results. Now the other thing about this database that I often show students is that if I get way too many results, I might want to modify my search in a certain way. So I'm going to click Modify Search. And what I might want to do is I'm having this search for these keywords anywhere, which means it's searching the title of the articles, it's searching the abstracts, and it's also searching the full text. Now you can imagine in the full text, words like elementary school or elementary students are often said even if the article is not really about them. So what I sometimes tell students to do is, if you get too many results, is instead of searching anywhere, change it to search anywhere except the full text. So then it will search for these words in the title of articles, in the abstract, and in the subject words attached to the articles. It doesn't search the full text for them then. And that sometimes can help, because then you can find articles that really are about these words. So when I do that and click search, then I'm down to just 68 results. So that's a lot less, but these 68 are probably much more connected to my topic than the 2,000 results were earlier. And then the same thing happens here when you're finding articles. There's either the full text or the Find It button. So if you have any additional questions about using ProQuest Education, let us know.